Okay, so because we're talking more about fighting with a knife as opposed to knife fighting, we have a pretty big emphasis here on skill building, being able to draw under stress, being able to wrestle and strike and incorporate getting to your knife and using the knife just as an extension of fighting. So we'll look at a few drills that we use to kind of help with this. So Brad and I we're going to start kind of from a neutral grappling position, basically pummeling. We end up in a clinch situation. This happens all the time in violent encounters where maybe one guy's getting the better of the other guy from a punching standpoint, and one dude is like, okay, I don't like this, and I know that I can't be hit nearly as hard if I'm here. Or one guy just may want to grab him, may just be more inclined to get hands on that way. So being able to retain weapons from here and access weapons from here becomes important. And just feeling kind of the inherent pushes and pulls and making space and filling space becomes important as well. Being able to move and change some angles and this kind of thing. So basic pummeling is a really important kind of tactile sensitivity drill. And one drill that we can do to kind of up at a level is, let's say I give Brad a knife and he puts it wherever he wants to put it, waistband, whatever. We have a timer that we use that gives random intervals. So it's not a set 30 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever. It may go in 8 seconds, it may go in 15 seconds, it may go in 30 seconds, whatever. And so we're pummeling, and it's important that I understand where Brad's hands are. Because if I'm going to get stabbed, shot, choked, punched, tackled, it's going to happen with his hands. So if we're pummeling and we're just working, and maybe it's competitive, maybe not, we kind of progress it, and at some random interval that timer goes off, I need to feel where Brad's hand is. I know that it went from where I am to now somewhere around his waistband. So I'm starting to learn to understand how to, from a defensive standpoint, recognize that and deal with it. And he's starting to understand from an offensive standpoint how if that timer goes off and he's not exactly where he would like to be to draw his knife, but he really needs it, then he's still going to have to figure out a way to access it in real time. So being able to slowly progress how to fight while accessing a knife or defending a knife becomes massively important. So just a basic pummeling drill can be made into something much more just by introduction of a knife from an offensive or a defensive perspective. And making it a little more random with a random timer is a good way to do it.